One of our greats is a farmer who hails from the Victoria West area in the Karoo. An awesome defender, he came out of retirement to again play a major role in South African rugby. Never operating at less than full pace, he was perhaps the ultimate opportunist. Throughout the rugby world, controversy surrounded him like so many of our rugby greats. All of his opponents feared him. In fact, some even hated him. They called him a dirty player, and many said that he tackled with the intention of maiming his opponent rather than stopping him. But he was undeniably a man who had an effect on the game, no matter at what level he played.
I wasn't surprised when he became a Springbok. I wasn't surprised that he scored all those tries and that he made a name for himself. But again, temperamental, like a genius.
As he proved against a poor Frenchman who dared to tackle him without the ball. And that hurt. He was also criticized for being selfish. Gert Miller, who played in many a test alongside him, explains.
What did happen sometimes is that he was a sort of an individual player himself. He might get the ball and then just sort of break right through the forwards, and then there's no one there to support him. So the fact that he was a selfish player, no, I deny that. I think it was just a question of that he didn't have any support whatsoever. And of course, also, he was a very sort of a clever player, and his most strongest point that he had was, of course, scooping up the ball from the ground, because he was short, and he could scoop the ball from the ground at full speed. And if he's got support, I mean, then there wouldn't have been any trouble whatsoever.
The 1962 series against the British Lions was arguably his best. Mannetjies tends to agree.
The 1962 series was very important to me. The Lions came with a strong side, including an excellent back line. But I think in the last test in Bloemfontein, we played our best rugby.
Rips a gaping hole in the Lions' defence, leaving Mannetjies Roux little more to do than complete the formalities. Oxley's conversion brought the score to 10-3.
And here is the start of another glorious try. From a loose maul, Klaassen starts a movement when he feeds Ace. From Ace to Gainsford. To Wyness. And Mannetjies Roux is off from his own 10-yard line and streaks all the way home.
In 1968, it was again the poor Lions who had to look on as the Karoo farmer showed his genius.
Deflection from Tommy Bedford. This is Bob Taylor, hungry for the ball as usual. Here's a chance for the... Oh, if only he could have picked that one up. Gibson was poised there to go up on the elbow. Fasaki, Francois Roux through the middle. He's gone over the gap, 25-yard line. This must be a try. Oh, what a great run. That is brilliant rugby. Mannetjies Roux, the man discarded for years, back in the Springbok side, and has provided what he was brought back to do.
And then it was the turn of the Wallabies in 1969.
Hij is zelf daar om weer die bal op te rapen. Die uitgeslapen Mannetjies Roux wordt in bezit gesteld. Met Jannie Engelbrug aan zijn buitenkant maakt hij of hij uitgeeft. Breekt naar binnen en hij drukt na bij die palen.
Politics was to play a major role in the same year when the Boks went to Great Britain. Davy de Villiers was the captain.
It was something for which we were not properly prepared. Rugby players are not used to deal with demonstrations off the field and certainly even on the field during that tour. It made it difficult because we were harassed all the time. We couldn't concentrate on our game. It was an entirely new and negative experience for most players, and it affected our game. It was difficult to concentrate. Playing a game, an important game, when suddenly, after a few minutes, a number of demonstrators ran onto the field, and the police had to take them off. It disrupted our whole approach to the game. We couldn't train as normally, we couldn't travel around, we couldn't relax. It was disruptive and it had a detrimental effect on all the players.
Once again, Mannetjies Roux was involved in some controversy when he joined the team as a replacement.
What actually happened is I was not available for the whole tour, so when still at home we were quite fed up with the demonstrators.
Was ons as toeskouers die dis kan baie dik vir die klomp betogers wat die Springbokke so omver gegooi het daar aan die kant. En was ek miskien nie heeltemal geestelik ingestel vir die mense wat ontydig en tydig op die veld gekom het en
So when I joined the side, I saw this person running onto the field and tried to help getting him off the field by throwing him with the ball.
En toe het ek hom met die bal gegooi om te kyk of ons hom nie van die veld af kan kry nie.
I suppose it happened because I was not mentally prepared for this kind of thing.
Dat die mense nie heeltemal geestelik ingestel het vir so ietsie omdat jy nooit daarmee te doen gekry het in jou vroeë dae nie.
I think that a few of the English officials were not happy, but we enjoyed it very much. I can still hear Charlie Cockrell laughing in the stands.
The words of another great player, Frick du Preez. Brilliant and mercurial, controversial and utterly fearless, Mannetjies Roux had made sure of a berth in Springbok's Hall of Fame.